You say hi. You wave. Hi.
So our trip is called the Uganda Service Learning Trip. We're here to work with the kids, play with them as much as we can, and not only learn about this culture, but also kind of learn from each other, get to know each other better.
The Malayaka House is an orphanage for children who have come from different places around the area. There's about 40 kids here. It started off as one child and grew from there within the past 12 years.
It came about in an unusual way because a child whose name is Malayaka had a profoundly ill mother, and Robert sort of came across her. He ended up starting something for one child and then another, and it became his life's mission.
Malayaka House is a safe haven. It's not an orphanage in the traditional sense in that children come in, they look for families to adopt them. It's a place where these kids come and it becomes their home.
It's like its own community. They grow their own food, they have fish, pigs, rabbits. They just create their own environment that they sustain off of.
People tell you that people in Uganda are very friendly, but you knew that these kids were ready to just share everything with you. I was so excited to meet them and learn about them and make those connections that I was hoping I'd be able to make, and that was when I knew it would actually happen.
It didn't feel real until we actually physically the gates were open and we drove through. That's when I think it got real for me. So it was just an extremely emotional experience because it was just we were finally here, all of this planning, everything that we had done is finally here.
And when they opened the gates, they were screaming and they were just so excited because, there's new people, new faces, more people to play with, and it's just something that you just never forget.
They just start introducing their names.
I'm Lucas. I am 11 years old. My name is Sita James and I am 10 years old. My name is Jimmy. I am 11 years old.
And you went through every single child doing that, and it took a good 15 minutes, but it was pretty powerful.
It just struck me as very mature that they were interacting in that way. From there, it turned into the climbing and the touching and the hugging and everything like that.
Oh, you got it! These kids, you realize from the minute you walk in, they're an open book that they want you to read. They're here I am, play with me, the openness to accept you for who you are and for you to accept them for who they are.
I love it. I definitely think it's going to become just having that physical touch with another person is going to be part of my life from now on. So I'm excited that I learned that here.
What's this one about?
I think it's really important that we're here just doing things with them. I mean, one of the things I think is really important about service is realizing that you're not going to change the whole world, but you can change a tiny part of someone's, even if that's just their school vacation.
I brought a giant bag of nail polish with me from middle school that I just had sitting around. It was a hit and everybody loved it, and even the little kids and the boys. I did not expect the boys to go and paint both their fingernails and their toenails.
10 minutes left to go!
David took this picture of me with at least 6 kids kind of hanging onto me while I'm reading Hop on Pop, a Dr. Seuss book. That picture just sort of captures the experience I've had in a number of ways where I felt like I was doing something and connecting at the same time.
Oh, very pretty.
I think that Robert and the staff here have really created a family atmosphere. These kids aren't orphans from different families. They're all one big family, and they're all brothers and sisters. And everybody that works here is an auntie or an uncle like Robert. And when we come in, we're just kind of put right into that situation. We're not outsiders. They look at us as aunties and uncles.
Whose shirt is that? It's yours. I even asked one of the kids, I was like, well, how do you feel? How do you like it here? And they're like, these are my brothers and sisters. So they know that this is their family. They've all lost and they've all felt the tragedy of what it is to lose. So just being together just holds them together.
I can't jump like that, no.
It's just so powerful to watch, because coming in from just a very nuclear family to seeing all this extended family but still central and still within this whole compound is pretty beautiful.
She did my hair yesterday. My hair at dinner was courtesy of Malayaka. A lot of the kids have asked me, like, what's my second name and what's my family name? And I love that if children didn't come in with a family name, their family name is Malayaka. So it gives them like that sense of family and that sense of community that outside of these walls they wouldn't have ever had.
There's 39 beautiful kids here, and I think coming here and seeing them having a need for humans in their lives as orphans really resonated with me, because I want to be that person for people all throughout my life who have a need for a human.
Part of it is really hard to see because we're only here for a short amount of time, so we can't necessarily change anything or make anything totally better. And that's something that I sort of started to realize in the second week, like when it got a little bit below the surface, and I think you really start to see like what these kids are really going through.
I think service learning it's not necessarily about helping the people that you're coming to like be with and you're supposed to be helping, but it's also helping yourself. And while you're giving a service and you're playing with these kids and you're giving them attention and the affection, that you're also taking stuff away from it as well, and you're learning things about them and their culture and even yourself.
Coming in, I'm so bad with names, and I did not think I would remember every kid's name ever. And leaving in 4 days, I don't think I could forget one now. They stay with you forever.